Right, number 4 now. So I'm out on bail. Out on bail. So obviously these are in jail because they've got caught. Not with statements made of me. They'll all tell you. And there's a friend of mine called Bud Armstrong, very good friend of the Sayers, was telling the story when I was in Durham with him. He was there when I did an 850 kilo leg press. Simon Valley was there as well. The box AC we do it. I was doing 500 pound bent over own. So there's more witnesses to prove how strong I was. So anyway, we're in the what do you call it? I'm in. He's telling the story. He said when they were fighting you, Brad, they said they were hitting you with all sorts. He said his analogy, his meat. Then their words they went. He was like a big lion, and we were like hyenas jumping, and he was like throwing us off and throwing us off. He said he was picking us up and fucking throwing us into the wall. And he said he just could not get him down. He was just too strong. We tried to drag him. He just ran us like 4 or 5 at the wall. Then another 2 or 3 grabbed him, just smashed him into that wall. He said he was just like a big bear or a big lion. He said just couldn't get him down. He was that strong. Phenomenal strength. He said never come across anything like it in their life. They said and that was on 14 lads who were in their house. Not every one of them, but like different ones had said stories to different people. And there's a bit videos where people are talking about it. I think that Cookies did one. Bluffer and Cookie, I think they did one about what happened in the day in there, and they tell the story. But so what happened is these are all on remand now. Well, not all of them. There's a few of them on remand. They got caught because they'd used their own phone in that vicinity. And the Lydgate Lane's just around the corner from Tommy Harrison's at Ormsby Bank, and it's the Lydgate Lane is the main police station with all the drug squad. So they've got all the scanners and everything. So when they've been seen, and 4 or 5 of the neighbours took the registry. I think 4 neighbours took the registers of the vehicles. So they had them. So when they put the registration to pull them over on the way back, his name's come back and his address. So they've had police waiting on the way back to Newcastle and Sunderland, caught some of them, nicked them and caught more weapons and stuff. So they got remanded to Home House, my prison where I'm from. So they're in Home House. So they're remanded. They're going to jail for at least looking at 30 odd plus year. So I already spoke to my friends Stephen and Michael Sayers. They said, "What's happening?" And all that. I said, "Look, I'm not going to make statements." He said, "Oh, brilliant," because there's a certain person in Newcastle saying, "It was Brian Cockerill got me off." He said, "This man." I said, "But the Sayers were saying, Brian, press charge of him." No way, ever, shape, form that the Sayers has made statements against anyone. I know that. I know for a fact they're not police informers. I know I've known for 30 odd years. And there's no way Stephen and Michael would do that. And they've gone to jail instead of making statements against people. And they've had jail settings where the guidelines have been 2 years and they've had 5 years, same as when I was driving offences. I got 30 odd months for an offence, but I should have been given maybe 2 or 3 months. So because who you are and what you've got away with, what power you've got, you get hammered off the judges because they're all in together, these Freemasons and stuff. So anyway, so the Sayers were dead against anyone making statements. So they never told me not to do it. I did it myself. So what I done, I had to go and see these on a visit. So the ones who tried to kill me, yes, the ones who tried to kill me, the ones who chopped me up, tried to kill me, I got a visit, tried to get a video in, got a visit, and I went to see Speedy because Speedy was my mate. Alright, so this other person from Newcastle was on the other table, but you're not supposed to switch, you're not supposed to go and see somebody who's just trying to kill you, because you're not just prepared to cause it, just with the screws were scared. So anyway, he got the boxer one come, and he went and see his mate who's from Newcastle, who's the one who had they all jumped me, right? And I went to see my mate Speedy, Mark Speedy Ormsby. So me and Speedy talked, and he went, "Oh, I've told him the truth, what happened, all the fucking bullshit he's told him everything until he believes us now. Because the boxer told him loads of shit, so it all come out the truth in the end." So I went and see the man, and he said, "Well, look, I'm fucked, so I'm trying to put your hand in your mouth because there's cameras in there, they can lip read you." I'm searching the seat, because under the seat, it's by you fucking bit paranoid. I'm not paranoid. I don't make statements. I'm not grass, and I don't want anyone recording this. And you're going to jail through me talking here. So put your hand in your mouth so you can't lip read you, because they can lip read you. So I was saying, he said, "Well, he's put his hand over his mouth, and I'll put mine." So he's saying, "Well, I'm knackered." He said, "I've got your DNA all over my clothes." He said, "I'm going to get out of that one." I said, "Well, you can't remember when I was at your house the day before we were sparring? You caught me the right hand and pushed my nose, and it bled. And I got a new Jeep. You helped me in it with all of your clothes that went on your Jeep." There's that answer. He went, "What, you say that? After fucking what we've done to you?" Fucking some man knew. He said, "Can't believe it." He said, "There's me, and look, I promise you, ever again you need me for anything, I'm there for you." He said, You saved my life. He said, I'm looking at fucking, he said 20 year, he wasn't, he's looking at fucking 30 year. 30 year plus. So anyway, he said, the time they're going to get me 20 year here, I'm fucked. I'm never going to get out without you. I said, look, all I want to do is have another fight with the boxer. You arrange that, me and him will have the fight, and that's all I want. He said, no, I'll give you 10 grand. I don't want 10 grand off you. If I take 10 grand off you, it looks like I'm doing this because I'm just going to grass. If you don't give me 10 grand, I'm going to grass you. That sounds like that. But I don't want you 10 grand. I don't. He said, well, let me just pay for this. You know, I'll give you 5 grand to get your house sorted. And I said, I don't need your money. I'll make my own money, mate. He said, you fucking funny fucker, you. Like, he said, fuck, now I can't believe it. So I said, anyway, so what happened is, he went back to the cell, he shook my hand, and Speedy, alright, big, because he always calls me brother, alright brother. So Speedy then went back, but the screws should have stopped us from seeing each other, but they didn't, they were scared, obviously, their firm and our firm. So, anyway, I goes home, so the court case is, I think, 2 weeks after it, because you can't just go in and say, he didn't do that, and he didn't do this, and she didn't do that, and he didn't do that, because they have to all go through procedures. So, in America, you're in jail, you're found guilty, not guilty in jail in America, and take you 20 years to get out. Honest to God, it's fucking unbelievable. They have the evidence, the DNA and everything, the DA, they've got all the evidence proving it's not you, but they've got to go through all these procedures. It's a nightmare, but over here it's a lot quicker. So anyway, he goes to court, I think in about 2 weeks, maybe 2, 3, maybe even a little bit longer. You're talking 30 odd years ago, yeah. So he goes to court, so he's in court, and the police have took him, armed response, have got him there. Dangerous fucking people, firearms and armed robbers they are. So they've taken the court on their arm thing. When he was at another top court, they were taking him with a helicopter. Really fucking dangerous people. And I've gone in the courtroom. So I'm not in the courtroom downstairs, I'm upstairs in the where you can see, right, and sit and watch in the gallery, I think they call it. You sit there and you can watch what's going on. So he's in the cell, he's in the thing, and another lad's with him who was there. And they're both in charge of touch. So this little Geordie solicitor, only little pair of glasses on, a little bit fattish, but only tiny. And I was fucking huge, as you know. He'd come to me. I've come here today, because I had crutches as well. I couldn't fucking walk with my leg being bad. So I'm on the crutches. He went, is anyone intimidated? I said, do you think anyone could intimidate me? Right over to him. He went, no, like that. I said, I've come here because these are my friends. This is a complete setup by the police. These have got these people. I said, the blood on him, I've already told you. The blood is my blood, yeah. Because he was fighting, we were having a sparring session. He likes a bit of boxing. Caught me with a beauty. I said, then bust my nose. That's where the blood comes from. Well, that wipes that off, he said. He said, well, what about the state you're in? I said, that was a total different gang who got me. I said, totally different gang who got me. I said, in the phone call, he's been there looking for me before the other gang come. And he's told me to come and see him because we had a bit of business on. So I got him off with everything for murder. I could have got them all done. They were going to give me money. They were going to give me a house to stay in. They were going to give me a job where I made £400 a week. I went, fuck off. He said, look, if you just give a blood sample, no one will know. That'll still put them away for life. He said, you get your own back. And I went, listen, when you're taxing people and taking money off people, things like that, it's the game you're in. And you can't switch fences. You can't jump one fence and then go on the other fence. You can't switch lanes. You can only be on one side. I said, so if you get killed, you get killed. I said, I get killed, I get killed. At the end of the day, he said, well, no one will know. Only. I said, you'll know and I'll know, and that's enough. So I said, I'm telling the truth. So I said to the judge, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the judge took my statement in the dot and just said, case against Mr. Such and such and such and such. Case against you dismissed. This was in the magistrate because it used to be called an old style, I think it was called, committal. So you had to go to the magistrates first to see what evidence they had, because the magistrates can only give you 2 years in jail, where the Crown can give you for life. So the magistrates look at it, and if it's more than 2 years, they process it and pass it on to the... We can't carry on today. We have enough evidence to go to the next stage, which is the Crown, where you'll go there for your committals. You get committed to Crown, and then you get your day in court there then. But with the magistrate, it's only 2 years prison sentence you can get. So that's a bit longer-winded, this one, but it was interesting for you, wasn't it? So don't forget to do the troll heading, not the trolls, the troll's head. And I love you all, and I'll have another story for you tomorrow. I'll just do 2 tonight because it's going to take a while to get these down. So good night, God bless, see you all soon. Don't forget to push the like buttons.